Christmas is celebrated in different ways all across the globe. It's safe to say this pagan holiday has undergone significant evolution over the years. But in Mexico, we choose to celebrate this holiday and many other occasions by breaking the piñata. While some families choose to gather around the fireplace or decorate the Christmas tree, we choose to sing a traditional song while blindfolded and take turns hitting the piñata. Today, I will discuss the deep and beautiful relevance that the piñata holds in today's Mexican culture. Ever since I was little, I remember celebrating Posada, the traditional celebration of the birth of Jesus, by breaking the traditional seven-spiked piñata. Even when I was little, all of my celebrations were celebrated with a themed piñata. I clearly one time remember having a Dora-themed piñata at my birthday party, filled with candies and goodies to be shared. The origins and the way that piñata has evolved are actually interesting in itself. To start, we should discuss for how and for what the first piñata was made for. In the NPR podcast, All Things Considered, they mentioned how the piñata has an Eastern origin, basically Chinese, where a mud pot was filled with seeds and broken at the best time of sowing for good luck in the harvest. Then, through exploring the Americas, the piñata was brought to Mexico during the Aztec times. In the same podcast, they mentioned how Marco Polo introduced the piñata to Europe, where the Catholic Church then adopted it. Then, Spanish missionaries brought it to Mexico and introduced it to the Aztecs around Christmas time while they were celebrating one of their gods. So even though the piñata is closely associated with Mexico, it actually stems from the global East in China. This shows the impressive ways that colonization still has its teeth ingrained in Mexican culture, stretching back from the Aztec times. It also shows how, despite some things change around the world, some traditions remain the same. Speaking of tradition, the way that the piñata is hollowed still remains a tradition to this day. But instead of it being filled with seeds for the good luck in the harvest, it is filled with candy, fruits, and goodies. Some Mexican candies that fill these piñatas are mazapan, paleta payaso, y pelón pelo rico. These candies are popular throughout Mexico, but they're especially popular in the city where they're more easily accessible. Now that we have dived into the origins of the piñata, we shall now dive into the context and the representation of the piñata. Even though nowadays they're used for birthday parties, posadas, and other celebrations, they are traditionally used during Christmas time. Martinez, in the article Colonial Toys, states that the piñata is an essential part of the posada, which themselves date back from 1587. These celebrations are essential to the piñata and the representation of the Mexican piñata. The 7 points represent the 7 deadly sins of the Catholic Church, and the reason we are breaking the piñata is to break away from the 7 deadly sins. The symbolism doesn't stop there, though. The blindfold and spinning itself is full of symbolism. The blindfold and hitting of the piñata doesn't just make the game funner, it embraces the user having faith and finding their way in life and having faith in the Holy Spirit. The spinning doesn't disorient the spinning not only disorients the person, but it has them embrace having faith in breaking the 7 deadly sins. It's safe to say the tradition and origin behind the piñata is an interesting one. It's important we appreciate tradition and the origins of these traditions and cultures to enrich our minds with different experiences. So the next time you see a piñata hanging at a birthday party or a posada, or maybe hanging on top of a Mexican market, make sure to remember its importance to the Mexican culture and take the time to appreciate it. Thank you.